women that are accepting of men that are already baby daddies. I don't like that either.
Don't move the goalpost. We're trying to stop Trev from marching miles away.
But that's a part, darling, you're missing it. That is a part of shame. If Trev walks away from Boheme and feels like Trev is not getting play from anywhere else, what is he going to do? Because all men want to have sex. They all want to date. If you can't date nobody else, if there's nobody else waiting on the side, I'm saying that is a part of the shame.
And this may be because it seemed like you and Boheme got the same sentiment about this accountability thing. Y'all are missing the core of the argument. And this isn't about ignoring children. It's about forcing the real fathers to step up. That's the whole point.
No, that's what I was saying as well.
When men stop stepping in to raise children that aren't theirs, it removes that safety net for irresponsible men. This is accountability. You have to remove something. You have to enforce some type of consequences in order to hold somebody accountable. Right now, too many men feel free to abandon their responsibilities because they know someone else will play hero. That's not accountability. That's enabling. And when women see that no man is willing to step into a broken situation, they'll think twice before having children with men who aren't husband material. It's not that we don't care about the kids. We care enough to say this cycle of replacement dads and absent fathers stops with us. Accountability doesn't work when we keep bailing people out of their bad choices. Sometimes the most caring thing you can do for a culture is to stop rescuing it from the lessons it needs to learn.
But so that was my entire point, though, that people have to stop feeling like there's the space to walk away. You're talking about what happens once that man has already walked away. I'm talking about he shouldn't walk away before we even get to, oh, she has a safety net. That was the difference in it. It was almost like you're saying hold them accountable by skipping a step and talking about, oh, take the safety net away, not tell that man.
Okay, so let's go to your step then. Let me do you the favor and go to your step. Let's pretend Trev Smooth impregnated Boheme and he's about to walk away. And you want me as a man in the community to go to Trev and hold him accountable so he don't walk away. What methods or what measures did I need to take to prevent Trev from walking away in 2025?
Okay, so me personally, I feel like those are the things that we have to talk about, like bringing back shame. Bringing back.
Okay, Trev, it's a damn shame you about to walk away.
Right.
Trev said, I don't give a fuck. Deuces.
Okay, and then is where we're also talking about women that are accepting of men that are already baby daddies. I don't like that either.
Hold on, don't move the goalpost. We're trying to stop Trev from marching miles away.
But that's a part, darling, you're missing it. That is a part of shame. If Trev walks away from Boheme and feels like Trev is not getting play from anywhere else, what is he going to do? Because all men want to have sex. They all want to date. If you can't date nobody else, if there's nobody else waiting on the side, I'm saying that is a part of the shame. If you're saying you can't hang out with us no more, Trev, there is no more like you got friends. There is no more you got options to date. Your social life is over. Until you become
so let me get this straight. So let me get this straight. You think that the solution to hold Trev accountability to keep him walking away from Boheme is to say, Trev, you know what? You can't hang out with us no more. And that's going to make him turn around and go take care of his kid.
That on top of all shames from all parts. Is that what you're missing? Are you missing shame from all parts?
I see what
Like, I'm
I
not
get what
understanding
you're
how
saying.
that doesn't make sense
You
to
saying
you.
shame on the women too
I
for
think
knowing this. I get what you're saying.
I'm saying shame on all
Yeah,
parts.
I
I'm
see what you're
saying
saying, but
there is nobody else to date. There's nothing else that you will be doing with your time. Until society will not accept you as a human being. You will be shamed. If everybody got on one accord and said, "We're not accepting deadbeat fathers. We're not accepting single mothers.
What
You
does
can't
that
hang
look
out with
like
us,
in a
homegirl. You
society?
can't hang out with
Are
us,
you saying that he
homeboy."
can't come into the store and buy product and produce
No,
or
I'm
groceries?
moving
exactly.
to Cuba.
Shame.
But then
You are
it's not up
isolated.
to
You are shamed.
us.
America
Go
It's
is
not up
home,
to
take
doomed.
us
care of your
because
you can't
goddamn
even eat.
kids. Go home, take care of your goddamn kid. You
but
can't go nowhere. You
here's
can't do nothing. Your job's gonna fire you. Shame.
what's more realistic.
Shame, Negro. Shame.
Okay, what's more realistic though? What's more
Wow.
realistic?
Like,
This is
What's
that
more
sad.
makes
realistic and
perfect sense
what
to
has
me.
a
Shame
higher
his
likely
ass.
but
Sad.
what's more
Did I
realistic?
say anything wrong? No, y'all.
I
That's
If
know take care of
unrealistic.
everybody
the
in
kid
your
though.
city said you as a man don't take care of
That's
your
not how
kids, or
shame
you
works.
as a woman keep trying to have multiple baby daddies, let's excommunicate them
But
because that is
we're
piss
trying to
But
poor
make
hold
sense.
behavior.
on. How's he gonna financially take care of his kid if he get fired from his job?
Shit. Then you get placed on leave. When you go back over there with that woman and that goddamn baby, you could come back to work.
I'm trying to
You
That
have
gotta
makes
show proof. You
sense.
an
gotta show proof.
Figure it the hell
intellectual
out.
argument with you, but you're not making sense though. But this is the
That makes
problem.
perfect sense.
It's not
That
even
makes
realistic.
perfect
In what
sense.
society is that even realistic?
What? What do you mean? What society?
You're
All the
saying blackball
societies with
him from
low,
being
all the societies that don't have deadbeat fathers. I highly doubt in Middle East, in Arab somewhere, men that are walking away, they're not accepted and protected. Them men probably not just like, oh yeah, bro, you walked out on your kids, that's cool. Or oh yeah, sis, you trying to have 2, 3 baby daddies, that's cool. No, they not doing that over there.
They
That
probably
is
did.
not
They probably
okay.
did
but you
They
don't
are
beforehand,
but
but that's
shamed. They are excommunicated.
you're not
What are we
looking at it.
talking
You're
about?
not looking at it in its
what are you
totality. If
talking
Yeah,
you
about?
but the laws are different completely in those countries, especially like that country. It's not the mom don't even get the kid after 8 years old if it's a lot.
if
So
you
it's
stop
you
men
can't
from walking
just
into
compare
stores,
America's trash to other countries.
if you stop men from walking into stores who had a child and walked away, or participating in the economic infrastructure of the society, do you know the ramifications that will come from that if people stop selling to men just because they walked away from the kid?
But Darwin, you keep emphasizing just men. I'm saying both. A broken family should not be
Oh my God.
ethical for anybody, moral for anybody. And if we treated it as such, the same way that we would treat it as such, you can't come into this store with no shoes. You can't walk outside butt naked. Like if we put that into our moral and ethical code that is not acceptable, I think people would act accordingly.
But you know what the thing is, this is one thing that we miss as women. Get a kid to the daddy. He take care of this kid, baby. Take that kid over there, drop that kid off. This your baby too, and walk and go on about your business. Okay, that's gonna hold them accountable as well. Okay, the thing is, we trying to hold all this burden on ourselves. I know plenty of women that have done it, raised, and the men raised those kids. Max husband raised our children for a long time as well. At the end of the day, take them kids over there, and because they have a daddy too. Y'all sharing the responsibility. Y'all, you both your 50-50 DNA. Stop trying to take the burden on yourselves and just take it. Because that's one thing I didn't hear. Just take that baby off. Look, where you going? I'm about to leave. Okay. Well, you know.
Lady, yo,
I'm
I
about
said it. I said it 45 minutes ago that they need to either be forced to stay with the families in polygyny or give the kid to the father. I said that shit like 40
They
minutes
used to
ago.
do that, but when way back in centuries ago, when America first got started, when the divorce happened, the child automatically went with the father. You go look it up. It automatically went with the father. But of course, they found, psychologists realized that a child needs its mother before, like by the age of 7, the child does need to bond with the mother. So that's when the courts kind of changed it, and now we see the courts usually favor the mother. But the thing is, you're not bound to raise that child by yourself. Okay, please stop struggling with your kids. Okay, those kids have daddies. Okay, I think that's what we force this struggling on ourselves. Don't ever don't do that. I was never
They,
going to do
they,
that.
you
Friends,
know what's crazy?
don't do
The
it.
kids that's the most difficult for women to have, they act like different kids with us. They don't be acting like I could get my kids in line dinner by just looking at them. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I noticed with my ex-husband, yeah, he didn't have to whip the kids or nothing. He just looked, me, I had to, woof, Lord.
But my only question is, Bougie, if she wants that type of accountability, that means no more IVF, right? That means no more divorces. No, for all these 70% of divorce rate goes to zero. No fault divorces. Because if you're saying breaking up the family, you're excommunicado or whatever you want to call it, then you have to start there as well, right? Is that what you're trying to push?
So the divorce thing, I think that I want to say Lady Di might have said something like that last week, that like I respected what she said. Like a lot of divorces that are happening are like BS divorces. Like they shouldn't be happening because um people don't take commitment as seriously as they should. So I do feel that way about the divorce, that you need to be able to like really work on it, work it through, figure it out, because it wasn't a BS commitment that you made to that person, you know. Now I don't really understand what you're saying as far as IVF, because if people are having trouble like conceiving, I don't know the entire ins and outs of IVF, obviously, because I've never had to like go through it or anything. But what would
What
IVF
about
have to do with that?
Ebony K. Williams? They want to have kids, but they can't find a suitable man.
Well, that's not IVF though. That's like artificial insemination. IVF is like taking the hormones to help them like get themselves pregnant.
Okay, so that will go away though, right?
Oh, like artificial insemination?
Yeah.
I guess so. I mean,
yes. But when it comes to a man, you were hardcore to the punch.
But we're also saying that we want women to have kids, are we not? So that's more of a question that you would have to say, because you would have to understand that a lot of your talking points are push for the family. We want women to get pregnant. We want women to get pregnant. So if we want women to get pregnant, the women that are having issues, even when they're like younger and you have issues, that's what IVF is supposed to be for. Or if we're gonna say, okay, we want women to get pregnant only in relations or in marriage, then is when we would have to talk about, is artificial insemination an issue? Because my thing is I fully support the pill, birth control, contraceptive, all of that. All I'm saying is if you make a conscious decision to not do any of that, you skip over all of that, and then you still get pregnant and he still sleeps with you.
You see how unfair it is. A woman can decide that she don't want to have a child.
What do you mean? No, I mean condoms and male birth control are a thing.
Hang on though. But when a man decides he don't want to have a child and walk away, you want to castrate him and ban him from the economic infrastructure.
The same way you would ask a woman why she isn't on the pill is the same way I would ask a man why he didn't use a condom though. Like that is both. So my thing is you both have a choice before the conception, which is he has the choice of condoms, pulling out, whatever, or like I'm seeing where now male birth control has really become a thing and it has passed its trial phases, right? And women have birth control, women have the morning after pill. So my issue is this: if women skip taking their pill, taking their patch, getting IUDs, and they don't like, you know, take the morning after pill, and the man isn't using a condom, he didn't do any studies on male birth control or any of that, and now we've gotten to the point where we're in the bed and then you conceive a child, yeah, nobody's walking away from that. I don't like how you keep making it seem like I'm saying men just need to be held accountable. I feel like everybody on here heard me say, if a woman feels like she has a safety net, she shouldn't be trying to have no 2-3 baby daddies either. We should shun her too. Shame her too.
But Trev was speaking specifically to men, and my position was men, the way men can hold other men accountable is to not take care of his responsibilities. And you push back against that.
Yeah, because everybody should be held accountable. Everybody should be taking care of their responsibilities.
Why would we promote or champion men to go take responsibility for another man's bad decisions or situation.
Never championed that. That's what I said. We have to, instead of skipping the
So what's wrong?
why are
What's
we
wrong with
walking
me
away
saying, hey, man,
conversation,
what's wrong
you
with me
went
saying,
to the why are we letting men step in? But I want to talk about why we're letting men walk away before we even let a man step in. That's what I'm
Don't
saying.
let them walk away. Send a kid with them. That's the whole problem. Send the child.
Okay, then. Okay.
Yeah, send a kid
So,
with
Darwin,
him. There ain't no point.
Listen,
You ain't letting him walk away.
I want to ask you a question about your theory, Darwin. So we got your method, right, which basically says that